Hello friends, in this video we are going to know about the basic concepts and the basic things which are involved in electronics. What is a current? Current is the flow of electrons in the conductive medium such as a wire. Okay, in this picture you can see the electron flow from negative to positive. Yeah, the electrons are the main reason for the flow of current, and here you can see the flow of electrons is from negative to positive, but the flow of current is just opposite to the flow of electrons. So this is a concept: the current always flows opposite to the electrons flow, and the current is measured by the unit ampere, and the instrument which was used to measure the current is ammeter. And what is an voltage? Actually, voltage is the potential difference between two point charges. In other words, if the voltage is present in the conductive medium, then only the current produces. It's like a pressure. Okay, it gives pressure to the electrons to flow into the conductive medium, so it pushes the electrons from one terminal to another terminal. So the voltage is important thing to produce a current. Without voltage the current can't produce, and the SI unit of the voltage is volt, and the instrument which was used to measure the voltage is voltmeter. And the next thing is resistance. What is a resistance? In this picture you can see the resistors which were used in the power lines. So okay, and what is a resistance? In all the electrical devices having some resistance, it opposes the current to flow. Okay, so the resistance is an electrical device which precedes its opposition to the current flows, which means it regulates the flow of current. And resistor is a special device which is specialized in the resistance. Okay, and it was denoted by the symbol capital R, and the unit of the resistance is ohm. And the next thing is about the inductor. What is an inductor? Is an electronic component having two terminal, that is positive and negative, and it's a type of coil which stores the energy in the form of magnetic field. So this is the inductor, and the unit of the inductor is Henry, and it was denoted by the symbol L. And the next thing is about capacitor. In inductor we can see it stores the current in the form of magnetic field. The capacitor stores the current in the form of electric field. So this is the difference between inductor and a capacitor. And in other words, capacitor is a second form of battery. Actually, what is the work of the battery? What does the battery does? Battery that stores the current, right? A capacitor is 10 times, it can store in more energy when compared to the battery. So this is the capacitor, and capacitance is the property which belongs to capacitor. So capacitor is equal to total charge and divided by voltage, and the unit of the capacitor is Faraday. And the next thing is about power. What is the power? It is an how much the electrical energy get transferred from one device to another device with respect to time. So it is a power, and the power was measured with the unit watts. So the power is equal to current into voltage. And transistor, it's an electronic device that controls the flow of current, and the transistor have a switch, it amplifies the flow of current according to our response. So the transistors are used as in switches, and it was made up of three parts: base, collector and an emitter. And the next thing is about coil. What is an coil? A coil is an cylindrical body that having a conductive wire such as copper around an iron core that creates an inductor to store the magnetic energy. So this is the coil, and it was used to produce a magnetic field or to provide the electrical resistance. Okay, Recently we discussed about current in this video, and the current is categorized into two types. One is direct and the other one is alternating current. What is in both of this current, the flow of electrons is the only difference between it. In DC, the electrons flows in one directional, but in AC, the electrons flows in bidirection. Due to the bidirectional, the AC current have some polarity, but DC there is no polarity and there is no change in frequency. But in AC there as a frequency with respect to time. So the DC current having no frequency, right? So there is no waveform in DC, but due to the bidirectional, the AC current having some frequency with respect to time. In DC there is no power losses, but in AC there is more number of losses. We are using AC current only to our houses because the AC provides more number of losses, we can't use it. And the DC is a pulsative waveform. AC square, sine, cosine, and has a many number of waveforms. The batteries, engine, fuel cell, and the television are worked with the power of DC, and the motor, generator, transformers are worked with the AC current only. And what is an AC and DC voltage? In previously we discussed about the voltage. If the voltage is present, then only the current flows, right? So the voltage which provides the DC current, and this is the DC voltage, and the voltage which provides the AC current, and that is the AC voltage. So I hope I covered the basic concepts in electronics, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.